Welcome back here to What's Cooking, the nation's food, wine, restaurant, and travel show. I'm Michael Horn. That is Paul Stern. Good stuff there on the sleep thing. I kind of believe in taking, well, I don't take naps, but it works for you. When I take a nap, I always feel good if I do it the right way.
Yeah, and one of these days we can get on into kind of the whole process of purchasing a mattress. That's what I'd like to get on into.
Yes, we should talk about that. Now, we have Dr. Ruth McPeet, a veterinarian, who's speaking of purchasing a mattress. She's going to talk about what every cat owner should know. I had a cat that liked to relieve itself on a mattress.
Please.
So I had to buy an actual new mattress
Too
one
much
time.
information.
And I'm thinking Dr. Ruth McPeet can tell me why that happened, because I think the cat was trying to communicate with me in some way.
Yeah.
And she's talking about what every cat owner should know. Welcome, Dr. Ruth McPeet.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Great to have you on here. What was my cat trying to tell me by relieving itself on my pillows and the mattress?
Well, it may be that it was trying to tell you that it had diabetes or kidney disease. Certainly those diseases, some of the symptoms people may see when their cats have advanced kidney disease or diabetes is that kitties will sometimes urinate inappropriately or they urinate more frequently. So that's one thing that your cat could have been telling you. Bladder infections are another thing that it could have been trying to tell you about as well.
How do you know? You have to take the cat to the vet to get a checkup?
Yes. Unfortunately, cats are really masters at hiding illness. And so that's something that, the fact that they can hide their diseases very easily and they don't talk like us makes it difficult for people to know their cat is sick until they have advanced disease. So the best way that people can know if their cat has a condition early is to see their veterinarian regularly.
So take me for a check. Now, here's the thing. But this cat, I think, is maybe smarter than that, because I went out and actually bought the cat some cat beds, those little cat beds that they can sleep in. And sometimes I notice after I use these the beds, they would actually relieve themselves on the bed. There's something about the softness or something of the bed that are they confusing it for their cat box? What's the problem?
Usually most cats come potty trained and they know to go in the litter box. Again, I would tell people if ever your cat is having an accident somewhere where it's not supposed to go, it's always best to see your veterinarian right away and make sure that it's not a medical condition like diabetes or kidney disease or a bladder infection. You want to rule those out first, and then if your veterinarian tells you that it's not those, then you can start deciding, why is the cat doing this behavior.
I have two male cats. Do male cats like to mark their territories?
They are more likely to mark than females.
That's what I'm thinking.
Definitely.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe one of the cats was trying to mark me as their own personal master.
That could be it.
Now, what should we need to know? You were going to talk about what every cat owner should know. What are you talking about?
Well, really, the most important thing that people need to know is that cats get sick just like dogs and humans. They suffer from a number of conditions that we get, like diabetes and obesity. And so the most important thing people can do to ensure that their pets live a long and healthy life is to take their cat to the veterinarian regularly. Vaccines are very important. They're an easy thing that we can do to help protect our pet from a number of common viruses. And also during your exam, your vet's going to do a full checkup and just make sure that they don't detect any diseases or see any subtle signs that may indicate your cat is suffering from something like diabetes.
All right, and so there was some information that I was doing in preparation for your appearance here on the show today, Dr. Ruth McPeet, and you say that cats have surpassed dogs as the #1 pet in America. Is that correct?
Yes, it's true. They are America's favorite pet. They have taken over the top spot. And, yeah, definitely, they're the #1 pet. But sadly, you probably saw that they're not getting the medical care that they need.
I think you're right, because cats tend to be a little more independent, so people don't take them in right away. So you're saying you should have regular medical checkups for your cats?
Yes. The problem is, like we talked about, cats are really good at hiding illness. They are independent. A lot of people don't realize that they need medical care, but they do, just like dogs and humans. And the key is really to make sure that they're seen regularly. The American Association of Feline Practitioners recommends that cats see their veterinarian once a year if they're under 7. If they're 7 and older, they should go to their vet twice a year.
Wow. So twice a year, okay.
Twice a year. And that's because of the fact, a lot of people know this, but You know, a year in a cat's life is equivalent to about 7 in our years.
I never thought about that. That's a good point.
Change.
Yeah.
You know, in 1 year, a lot of things can happen. And so in older cats, we want to make sure that we're detecting diseases early, that we're checking, that your vet's looking to make sure your cat's not becoming obese, because obesity is on the rise, and it does make them more likely to develop diseases like diabetes, as well as arthritis, and a number of other things.
My cats are in good shape because I feed them good food and watch over them. But I think you're right. I think there's a tendency to not take cats and take them to the vet. I should probably take my cats in for a checkup.
Absolutely. You want to make sure, too, that, you know, when you're there, your veterinarian's going to make sure that your kitten or your cat has had all of the vaccines that it needs.
Is there a website we can get more information?
Yes, healthycatsforlife.com.
Healthycatsforlife.com.
Yes, that gives you information about cat health care, gives you information about diabetes, gives you tips about how to get them to the vet.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth McPeat. We'll have more straight ahead.
Hi, this is Sally Field. You may not know it, but